Hello, my friends. Welcome on in. Happy Friday. How we doing today? Oh, it's great to see y'all out here. Hello. Let's see. All my Windows audio stuff reset this morning, so hopefully all of the sound is coming through and that we're good on that. So that'd be great. I'm just gonna double check Minecraft. Yeah, we're good. Hello, hi, welcome on in. Lovely to see y'all out here. Meowdy, what's going on? Jinxie, how we doing? Welcome on in. Lauren, hello, hi, hello. Jay, what's going on? How we doing? TK Ender, hello. Good to see y'all out here today. Welcome on in. Hunter Fox, Valen, what's going on? Katie, how we doing? Willem, hello. SS Love, hello. Love the video from yesterday, and I'm sure I don't speak only for myself when I say that you make our hearts warm when we see your content popping up. Hey, Willem, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the kind words. Appreciate that. Grossmont, what's going on, my dude? Hello, welcome on in. Sparrow, welcome. Mateo, how we doing? Tweak, what's up? Sarah, hi. Hello, how we doing? Oh my gosh. River Dig episode was great. I'm really happy y'all enjoyed it. People seem to be loving it. It's still a 1 out of 10, which is huge. The last video, the town video, was a 1 out of 10, and it was doing so much better than my previous uploads. And then this one's doing even better than the town video. So I really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate the support. Glad y'all are enjoying it so much. Yeah, I'm a little sleepy today. We made a last minute call yesterday to go to a hockey game last night, and that was a later night than intended. And so I'm a little aloof today, but we're getting there. My friends over on YouTube, be sure to click the like button if you haven't already. We got 450 people in here. We're not even at 200 likes yet. So early gang. I know I can rely on y'all to click the like button. Thank you so much. People just love some digging. They do. What's next week's video? Next week's video is gonna be another talky one. What is next week's video? Sorry, let me cycle through all of the Civ videos I've saved to watch. I've been playing Civ 7 because I got the early access to it, and it feels so different. It feels so different. So yeah, it was a lot. The 9,000 day clip from stream wasn't on the video. No, and we didn't hit 9,000 days on the river video. Yeah, so next week is another talky one, similar to the how to make your Minecraft Forever world feel fresh again. This week coming out is going to be to how to start your Minecraft Forever world and like tips I have for starting long-term worlds. I don't know how many I'm going to do. I've already recorded them, so I want to do them.
Thanks for such awesome content.
But yeah, I'm just looking at the views off of the last one. It's not doing the best, so hopefully they'll age well over time. They usually do. That's kind of why those videos go out there. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, that'll be out next week. I'm gonna do another one of those, and then after that, it's gonna be back into hardcore, finishing up the entire farming plains biome is gonna be the week after that. And then from there, I'm probably gonna go, it'll be this video that we're working on now, for digging out the mine, and then I think after that it's gonna be another hardcore island. So I'm just trying to get through all these different stuff. Silvermist, happy birthday. Welcome on in. Isaac, how we doing? Welcome. Hades, what's going on? I'm at work, so might be mostly lurking today. No worries at all. Hope the workday goes smoothly. Whip stream on Jacksepticeye's birthday is a treat. Oh, I didn't know it's his birthday today, but there we go. BRRRR. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of BRRRs today. Lauren, hope you're doing well. Chinook, thank you so much for the 25 months on YouTube and the 10 months on Twitch. I really do appreciate that. Twilight Keys, I think. Thank you so much for the 3 months. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Jay, thank you so much for the 21 months.
While since I've been able to catch a stream for many reasons, but I'm glad to be back. _fWhip heart.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And Kate K, thank you so much for the 15 months.
Great to see the river video yesterday.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad everybody enjoyed it so much. Annabelle, welcome on in. Also, Anne Royce, thank you so much for the 20 months as a super fan right before stream started. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so very much.
So good. That video yesterday was insane.
Leo, thank you so much for the 13 months, man, dude. Glad you enjoyed it. That was such a fun video to see go out. I was so nervous about it, but it was really, really good to see it actually published and everything out there. Just getting the world loaded in here real quick, and then we can get going. Watch on both too. Hey, Random Geek, I appreciate it. Please never feel obligated to watch on both platforms, but thank you. There's so many people that are supporting on both. It's nuts. I really do appreciate it. My friends, we got 600 people on YouTube right now, and we are not even at 300 likes. So be sure to click the like button if you haven't already. Helps me out a ton. So thank everybody for doing that. And we got like 150 people almost on Twitch today. Hi, how we doing? Hello, everybody.
Stream. Dealing with a swollen lip. Not sure what from. And this is gonna be a great distraction.
Hey, Lily, thanks so much for the 30 months at tier 2. Did you just get like in a fight with yourself while you're sleeping last night? You're just like, I'm gonna knock him out. Ugh. Just smack yourself while you're sleeping. I'm sorry, that sucks. I'm a dwarf and I diggy hole. No, that's not the line. It's I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Come on now. Diggy hole's the song. Double watching right now. How are y'all doing?
Nice to meet you.
Wimzella, thank you so much for the 30 months.
30 months supporting my favorite amazing, fantastic, great,
yes, please,
funny,
please. Yes,
cool,
yes.
a, nice, sweet, a, streamer and YouTuber. How did I do? A big yet. Smiley face.
Wimzella, thank you for the 30 months at tier 2. I like the bot going, A. Instead of just A. Do likes actually help you as a creator? On YouTube, yes, likes are massive. Pretty much for every... The way to think about it is the more people that like the stream on YouTube, the more YouTube recommends the stream to more people. That's basically what it is it counts it as interactions. So the more y'all are chatting, the more y'all are interacting and doing things and watching and liking and all that stuff, the more YouTube is then going to send it out to new audiences. So it helps a lot. Like we've done some tests sometimes, like where I've done streams where I haven't asked people to click the like button, and like we'll land around 800-900 viewers, and then we'll do the same stream. We'll start with the same average number of viewers, and then I'll ask people to click the like button, and we'll jump up to like 1,400 people, just because the like count is closer to the number of viewers, and then it goes woo. I think the fWhip logo in the background is sadly covered. I think you should fix it. That one. Yeah, that and that one. I mean, yeah, they're doing their own thing. It's okay. Does it matter if we pay a subscription or Prime subscriptions for benefiting you? Support however you want. Please never feel obligated to support. If you have an Amazon Prime and so you have a Twitch Prime and that's how you want to support, feel free to do that. I do get a larger cut off of actual like tier 1 subs than I do off of a Prime sub on Twitch. But please, whatever, if you're at the point where you want to financially support and donate to the stream, whatever way works for you, that is absolutely fantastic. Please never, no need to game the system to make sure that I'm getting it. Please just, if you want to support at all, I really appreciate it. But yeah, I could do both, so I'd rather you get more. Yeah, I mean, I think off of a Twitch Prime, I get like $1.50, and off of a tier 1 sub, I get like $3.99, something like that. I don't know. How was the game? We lost, but it was fun. It was good. You know, saw a few fights, a few brawls. So yeah, no, we got our butt absolutely stomped last night. I went to a Kraken hockey game last night, and they were playing the Maple Leafs, and it was one of those times where you're just like, even not knowing a whole bunch about hockey, seeing the teams playing against each other, Liz, was like, you could just see by just understanding team sports and like positioning, just from having played positioning based team sports myself, and it was just like, it was mind-blowing how much more coordinated the Canadian team looked over it. They're just always having somebody open. There was always somebody shifting to an angle. There was always somebody moving to like get into the good spot. And it was like, oh man, did the Forever World trend end? No, it's not over. It's still going. I just don't name everything after it, because then I'll get more people yelling at me in the comments, but you know, sometimes that's good. Shenko, thank you so much for the 3 years, my dude. Been here since the very start. Hope all's well and hope to more beyond the 36. Hey, I really do appreciate that. Thank you so very much. All right, do we game? If game wants to show. Game wants to show. Okay, so spoiler zone ahead. I've been busy. This is our mine. It currently is a coal mine, but down at the bottom of the coal mine.
Good morning. Might not stay awake.
I built a thing.
I just finished a busy bar shift. Just popping in to say that a coworker said your voice sounds like Andy Samberg, and now I can't unhear it.
Okay, all right. Well, Ilana, thank you so much for the donut. I appreciate that. Yeah, I haven't heard that one before. I've heard other ones. I haven't heard that one before, but thank you. And if you can't stick around, no worries at all. Please go get some rest. Yeah, so I built the thing. This is Ray's design for a resin farm. And I got a lot of resin. So I've decided in this world, because resin coming off of the trees and everything, it's boring. Everybody's doing that. They're just making a giant tree for a resin farm. But if we jump over here into super flat real quick, I made a little display that we can look at. We have resin, which looks similarly shaped to the raw ores, and then you can make a resin brick, which looks exactly like the ingots. So in this world,
didn't go through, so now I'm at work with no lunch.
Oh,
I've at least got a fWhip stream.
Oh,
to get
small
me
one. I'm
through.
sorry. That sucks. Thank you so much for the 2 months.
Embarrassed smiley face.
But yes, so resin, in this case, we're treating as an ore block. It is going to be an ore. So we are making a resin mine. The orange one, that's a resin clump. That's a resin brick. This is what resin clumps look like. So not only, so I was thinking, like, we have like, we can basically make our own ore blocks in the mines like that the dwarves are going to be mining for. So yeah, it's kind of like an amber, Rebecca. That's pretty much the idea that I had for it. So we're going off of that. That's the whole theme here. So we're going to be harvesting out of it, and then probably what we're using resin for everywhere else in the world is it's going to be fruit. But in this context, when it's on stone, it is ore. Ah? Nah. Ah. Ore block. How do you get resin? In order to get resin, I can show you. You need to... So the way resin works is we'll have blocks of resin here. But the way it works here is in order to get it, you have to spawn a creaking, which is by this, and then it goes to nighttime, and then a creaking spawns. Basically, any way of connecting a creaking heart between 2 pale oak logs will spawn a creaking. But you have to be the same way. So you can't have that. That won't spawn it. Also, that won't spawn it because the heart has to be the same direction. And when it's orange, that means at nighttime a creaking is going to spawn. Whenever you attack a creaking, let me see, let's set time, set night, game, rule, do, mob, spawning, true. And here's creaking. These are little creaky boys. And then if you attack them, you can see this orange particle line going back, and then you can see that the creaking spawn resin right over here. So if we attack this guy, he's attached to that one, and now resin spawned right here. That's how you get resin. So you have to use the creaking, you attack them, and then wherever their heart is on the logs surrounding it, resin will grow. We're just gonna have a bunch of slimes around here. That's fine. And those dudes, they'll disappear eventually. Anyways, so you harvest the resin, you don't need silk touch, and then it'll break and you get resin clumps, which are these little thingies. And then if you take your resin clumps, you can craft these down in that to condense them, and you get blocks of resin. Yeah, cool. And then from here, you can take more pale logs and your blocks of resin that you have, and you can make more creaking hearts. So you can be able to, as soon as you get one, you don't need to farm a ton of them. As soon as you get one, you can start farming off of your creakings in order to, at nighttime, in order to get more resin to be able to make more. So that's how the whole functionality of it works. Then RaiseWorks designed this really cool farm that I'll just... Actually, it's going to start working, so I can show you all how it actually works. Because it's about to get to nighttime. It is working. So you can hear the gross, disgusting sounds of all the creaking up here. Excuse me, no hitting. This whole thing, just for simplicity's sake, we can go up here. It is a spawning floor where all the creaking spawn in. I've spawn-proofed everything around here. Like, I've went through and slabbed every single cave within 32 blocks of here. But so the creaking slowly get pushed into the middle. You can see the floor shifts, which breaks the resin off. And then every time this trapdoor opens, you just attack them. And then you can see all the resin spawn in there. It comes down here, and then we just pick it up, and it goes into the auto crafters. Turn this guy on, and that'll craft all of them. So that's how it works. Just do that. Get a little bit more. And then I'm just going to sleep real quick. Oh, there's monsters nearby. I wonder where the monsters are. And then daytime, they disappear. I'm curious what's going to happen in the new update, because they're making it so that... what are they doing? They're making it so that creaking can be name tagged and they stay forever. So I'm curious to see like where that lands in terms of farms like this, because I wonder if you just name tag your creakings if they stay around 24/7, so you could just have them all locked there in that bottom thing, so you can come whenever instead of needing to wait for nighttime. So I'm interested. How did you get the creaking though? We just went over that. Is they spawn off of the pale heart, or the creaking heart. So creaking heart between two logs at nighttime will spawn a creaking within like 32 blocks of the heart. So I had to go around here and spawn proofed every single, like you can see down here. All of this is slabbed. And you can't use light sources. It has to be slabs. Even redstone dust can't. Like they can spawn on redstone dust and glass. So even the redstone back here, I had to slab on top of all of that. So yeah, it's let's go get some shulker boxes, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna get digging. We're gonna set up 2 beacons, and I have a mine layout in mind that I can show you. It's really just my beautiful art skills here. So please enjoy my rendition of Squidward. So this is what we're going for here. The red is going to be the outline of the mine. If you've played the latest World of Warcraft expansion, it's a little inspired by one of the layouts that they have in there. The yellow line here is going to be a minecart track that's going to go, so you can see the faded one, that's where it says above, and then it's going to come down underneath. So we're going to have a big doorway here that we're going to come in, kind of hook over, and then it's going to be a big open area with like giant rocks and things, and then like a staircase down here. The minecart's going to go this way, so it's not as long, and it's going to loop around and then go down a second staircase there that'll take us in. And then the second staircase will be a lower level. This whole middle is going to be open, so you can see up and down with like a shelf on here, and then like a dungeon from WoW. It's like if you've played the new War Within expansion, there's a mine in there. This is kind of like one of the default mine layouts I use. There is one that I'm thinking of that's in the second zone that kind of looks like this, minus the hole in the middle. I added that for a second layer. Yeah, so that's the general idea that we're going for. We're gonna work towards that, see how far we can get today on just shaping, just purely shaping it out. That is all I want to do. So I need to go drop these 2 boxes off. I know we just cleaned the shulker mess and we're adding more back to it, but it's fine. For Opal, welcome on in. How we doing today? Looks like a cool fluid layout. Kinda. Oh, also day count update. 9,025 days. No fWhip, no more shulker mess. What are you gonna do about it? Huh? What are you gonna do about it? I'm putting them down. They're on the ground. There's even 2 seeds, 14 run of flesh, 3 redstone dust, and 5 redstone dust, and 3 gunpowder, and 2 glass bottles in there. You tried to put the resin on deep slate? I have not yet. That's a... we can... I'm kind of curious. Anything special for 10,000 days? Yes, for making the nether tree. So, the mine, I haven't really figured out what I want it to be inside. These are kind of the options we have. Probably. Deep slate resin could be kind of cool for the lower level of the mine. Blackstone, I think, is too dark. Dude, it would be... Ooh. I'm not going to gather the gilded blackstone, but if one of you all want to use that. Basalt's hard because it just has like the difference in the textures. Magma's too much. Because I want to use like basically having like a large geode almost of it, like similar to an amethyst geode of resin, which I want to do. I think that'd be kind of cool. Look like we cracked into like a resin, almost like it is like an old amber fossilized something. Dead coral could be a vibe. I feel like it'd be this one or maybe this one. It's a warm tone too, so that kind of works. We'll leave these here. We'll come back and think about them. Gilded Blackstone, my beloved. Yeah, if only it was easy to get. Bolts, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really do appreciate that. And Daniel, thank you so much for the donut. I appreciate it. How are you? I'm doing pretty good today. That's the world we want. I went to check and see we're 800 days off of passing building with fWhip, by the way. And I also have some sad news. I broke a pickaxe. I broke the you're perfect as you are pickaxe. It's gone. That was, I think, the second netherite pickaxe I ever made in this world. Hey, Pixel Rose, welcome on in. Thanks for subscribing. We have a lot of backup pickaxes still, so we're good on that. Well, it was calling everything else perfect. It's about here, so yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. You can always make another one. Yeah, but that's so many diamonds. I made all of them, all of my pickaxes. I still have yet to make a single pickaxe with a netherite upgrade template. Every single one I made was before netherite upgrade templates were in the game. Oh, I meant to record getting the shoulder boxes. Whatever. That's fine. Okay. I kind of just I just carved this back because this is kind of where I want the mine entrance to be. So we're just going to be excavating, coming out here, dropping our stuff off, and then going like back into mine more. So we're just gonna... Sorry, my mouse was clicking. Please tell me the scroll wheel's not breaking already on this one. Okay, so we have that. We're gonna have this guy out here. We need to get...
Hey, fWhip, I'm a big fan of your content.
No, we should be fine.
Your builds amaze me. But unfortunately, I can't watch your videos anymore. BC, the music is so calm. I'm falling asleep every time. Smile. Can you please make it a little bit more energetic?
You really? Thank you so much for the donut. I appreciate it. I feel like we got a good mix of the music. I feel like we got a good mix. I feel like I was, for a while, getting too many people telling me the music was too hyped. The music broke? Yeah, it's back now. I fixed it. It's not working because they're different colors. Oh yeah, no, it was my mouse itself was the clicking sound was louder than I expected it to be. Okay, we're just gonna dig back here a good ways. Because I want the mine to be coming back this way. The one thing that we have to be careful of, just for a little cheekiness, is we have to be careful of being within 30 blocks of this. So I want the mine to come back a good ways. So actually I think like where this isn't, like I'm thinking we terraform the hill back, like the actual doorway is going to be like somewhere back into here. So it feels like it's kind of carved into the side of the hill. So we're going to take this back a little bit further. I also probably need a way... Wow, I've slapped all this. Okay. I don't know if that means creaking can spawn up here or not. But I'm going in to set up a beacon right now is what I'm doing.
Pleased to meet you.
Finally had time to watch a stream again. I'm so impressed by the latest video. It looks so amazing. Romantic face.
Amanda, thank you so much for the 7 months. I really do appreciate that. Lovely to have you back. Welcome on in. We're going to... I think this is far enough back. We're probably like within 50 blocks or a beacon here. We should be fine. So we're going to go up. Ignore the dark. We should be breaking through soon. I can barely see anything too, don't worry. Just going until I hear. Ah. There's light. What are we at? I want to make sure like we're way below everywhere we need to be. Are we... Yeah, we're far enough back from the farm. Okay, we can just set it up here. The light out the end of the tunnel. I know. We found it. What are your thoughts on the creaking? They're less interesting than I thought they would be. I don't find them being something I'm really ever gonna use. Excuse me, I'm setting up a beacon. So rude. Yeah, I think the creaking is like a cool mob, but it's just not one that I'm really gonna care to use, I guess. Like, I don't know really how I'm gonna use it. I've heard that you can use them in raid farms, but they're so quirky. Yeah, they're goofy, but I don't know. I'm not big on collecting mobs in Minecraft to begin with. Almost got me. Almost got me. I'm just gonna fill this all in around it. They're quirky and goofy. Like I think they're cool to have in the game, but they just don't really appeal. Like they just don't really appeal to my playstyle. Jinxie, thanks so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. You know what? Use one as ambience on a boat. Yeah, that could kind of work. I think once you can name tag them and keep them around, they're going to be a lot more interesting. But since we can't really do that right now, it's just kind of like, well, I don't really care that they're here. Am I building the beacon correctly? Is this how you build a beacon? Hey, Anima, how we doing? Also, Bars, how you doing today? Welcome on in. Yes, it feels so wrong, though. Ace 2, Electric Boogaloo! Nailed it. Didn't get enough digging done with the river? No, never enough digging. Okay, time for a shreeps. We gotta make sure we're sleeping so that the creaking don't spawn where we're working. Well, regardless, we can get digging now, so let's at least we can get a little bit of this pushed out. I don't want to focus on the exterior for now. I mostly just want to carve out like the shape where the doorway is going to come in, and then we'll work on that. The exterior and everything I'll figure out later. I want to do some more planning for it, but I want to get like the inside just dug out in survival. So we're gonna just take this whole chunk back to where I have that door, and then I was thinking a 7 wide entrance into the mine would probably be a good scale. Because I want to upscale this over like the other mine we have in the world, which we can go look at. I can give you all an idea real quick about how I typically do mines in this world. We have the iron mine. I think that's the only other one that I've made that's like supposed to be like a functional mine. English only in the chat, please, my friends. Help us keep it a safe space for everybody. And the only way we can do that is by knowing what you're saying, so. I like the additions to another building palette that the resin provides, especially the bricks. Yeah, I'm excited to use them for the nether build theme that I want to go for when we eventually get out to working on it. Do you have a name for the dwarves? No, this place doesn't have a name quite yet. I'm kind of leaning towards something hall. I don't know why, but they're not really like underground, so I feel like hall really applies to underground. New world update at episode 90? Yeah. I'm working on episode 85 right now, so it's going to be a bit. This is going to be another storage room. This is purely for resin. There's going to be a storage room elsewhere in here that's going to be like a mining... like... not really a quarry, but like a refinery, I think is kind of what I want to go for. And put all of the ores in there. And all the raw blocks. But I want to show you all that mine that I did. We're going to go much grander scale than this one, but I want to give you an idea of how I tend to do these things. When will episode 90 come out? I have absolutely no idea. I'm working as fast as I can right now, but the projects I'm wanting to do are bigger projects, so videos are taking a little bit longer than the typical. What's up, JJ Bird? How we doing? What are you gonna make with the portal that is flying? Oh, over that hill? I'm not sure. I'm kind of just leaving it there until I have an idea for it, or if I really want to remove it and do something else up there. So, past Donkey Ranch right over here, we made this little village back before the holidays. If y'all missed it, it was like just a single episode. Decided to come over here with no plan in mind at all and just build a little village for fun. So we got a donkey way station up here ready to rock. They've got a little storage area right in here. And the reason why this mine exists the reason why the town exists is we have an iron mine up here. So we got some burbs out in front to be like canaries in the coal mine type vibe, but they're parrots in the iron mine. And then inside it's just super moody and vibey and just support beams all over. This is a human settlement here. So the dwarves are going to be a little bit different, but this is kind of how I do mines, of where they're quarrying down to the end, and like this side they dug into a massive cave, so I just left it there. And then you can see little bits of iron scattered in the walls. Everything in here is spawn proofed all the way throughout. Well, should be. Got the sword out just in case I missed a spot. But then you can see towards the ends, it starts to get smaller and smaller and little tiny holes. And then where they're still actively digging, so we have a lot of rubble around that hasn't been carted out yet. And then like little bits throughout here that are still just extending down to the end. I try and keep it as when I'm building a mine, to me, it makes more sense that instead of having iron scattered around everywhere, like on all of the walls in the iron mine, my thought is that they would have gathered most of it along. There might be little tiny specks, but it's kind of hard to signify that in Minecraft. So I mostly put all of the ores at the end of the tunnels that are actively like being dug out. So that's my usual idea when I'm going through and looking at these things, is trying to get that like all the way down here to the end is where there's a bunch of iron that they're still mining. You think you'll have merch again? My sister wanted a plush but missed it. I think that I don't have any current plans, but I think the next merch drop that I want to do is going to be apparel based. I want to get some like really low profile hoodies or t-shirts or something like that out. That's kind of my next goal. The Hall of Amber. I don't want to include Amber because I want it to be... My rule about naming civilizations in here is they have to have a relation back to Minecraft in the name. So like Path is there because it's Path block. New Papyrus, kind of, if I were to do it differently, like if it wasn't New Papyrus, it'd be something much more Minecraft-y themed. But Papyrus, sand, like paper, sugarcane is kind of where it went. That's the idea. The creaking knees mine. It's not bad. That's not bad. Kind of thinking like the Deep Slate Hall or something like that. Or maybe... It could just be like Tough Hall. Like, but we say it like Tough Hall. That could be kind of cool. The Dwarven city of Tuffle. I don't know why that sounds so funny. Will there be more villages soon? Yeah, I want to work on a village soon. I think that's going to be a project in the next little while. Tough Hall, like with an H. Tough Hall. Yeah. But I want to, the river video, y'all know this little village over here, I really want to come and fix that up. So I want to get into creative soon. We might do a creative stream and just figure out the landscape throughout this entire section, and then I'll be able to get the village worked out. But I want to get that village transformation done, and I've got a general idea for a theme that I want to do for this one. But unfortunately, it's so different from this little farmstead here that I'm not... It's like making me a little bit more hesitant, because this is very classic medieval Minecraft. Like this fits much more in with like the styles we have over here and everything. Where these guys, I kind of want to make them like a circular house. Almost like permanent yurts is kind of what I'm leaning towards. And then we also have this village that I think would be fun to turn into like a little harbor coastal village of sorts. So yeah, we'll figure all that stuff out when we're getting there. All right, I think I have more torches. Tufton Hall. Kind of like the simplicity of Tuffle. I don't know. I'm gonna keep thinking on it for a bit. Do I have more torches? I got blocks of coal. We're gonna need a lot of torches when we're digging this place out. And I got steaks. Yeah. That'll do. Tuffle is fire. I don't know why I read that as truffle. We could just put pigs everywhere. People will be like, is it Tuffle or is it truffle? I don't know. Maybe the farm on the road is an immigrant family. Yeah, like they're homesteading of sorts. That could work. Okay, so if we go... Oh, we don't have beacon buff out there. Oh, we have beacon buff now. So that would be a 7 wide entrance. I like the idea of like a big grand entrance into the mine, and then it'll slowly come down a little bit more. So that's 7 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just open it 7 by 7 for now, because that's what we can dig up to easily. And we'll take this back in probably... I'm thinking like the Dwarf Mine entrance would probably be like a good 5 block chunk. And then it'll go out again. I don't know. We'll figure that out. And we're just going to make it a big square area for now. And then we'll figure out how to actually detail it when we get into a little bit more of a planning phase. Hufflepuff. Tuffall gives me Empire's Gremlin vibes, a little goblin-y vibes. Yeah, hey, a little goblin vibe ain't bad. Okay, so we're gonna bring this back a little bit more right here. That works. And then I don't want this to just open directly into the large mine, so I'd like to start bringing it over this way. Because then we can start working a little bit more on how we can really instantly feel like we are in a cave. I think this was outside the range of where I needed to actually spawn proof. I realized way after the fact that I did so much extra spawn proofing for the farm. But anyways, I'm thinking we like take it out this way. Maybe even a little bit more of a direct to the side. Like they're just following the ore vein that they found and then are carving that out. And I want to have a minecart track that's going to run down the middle and go out the entire way. So, Solaris, thank you so much for the prime. Appreciate that. Also, if I missed it, Amanda, thank you so much for the 7 months. No, I think I got you earlier, but thank you again. Lovely to have you. And who was that? Who did Anna Ross, thank you so much for the 5 gift members. I really appreciate that. I was like, I missed somebody. I heard something. I heard some little goblin talking in my ear. I think we're gonna have a big, large entry chamber here, kind of like having a storage area where some extra minecarts can be inside. And then when we get to this next doorway, we'll shrink that doorway down, and then it'll like open into some grand chasm. And yeah, this is... Let's go back like here. Yeah, and then we can go 5 wide. Yeah, that'll work. I think I wanted to be from there to here. I think I wanted to come down 2 blocks. I think 2 blocks down is a pretty... Oh, well, we haven't heard it. We haven't seen any creaking spawn up here. I guess they're 3 tall, so we can't see them. They can't spawn here. We'll see if we suddenly get a creaking spawning if we... I guess we're not within distance of the hearts to have them spawn. So it'd only be when I'm actually like in the farm. They just wouldn't spawn in the farm, I think, right? Maybe. I don't know. How far away can a creaking spawn... Like, how close do you have to be to a heart for it to spawn?
Pleased to meet you.
Is that a thing?
Like the stream or else your crops will be plagued or something. Person shrugging.
Anna, thanks so much for the 29 months. I appreciate that. We're just gonna send a plague after you. But you can solve it by liking the stream and the plague will go away. That easy. But yeah, we're at 1,100 people and we're at 666 likes right now. So, you know, you gotta like the stream, otherwise plagues for everybody. Not the crops. Oh no, my civilization, it's falling apart. They don't spawn too far away from the heart? Okay. How'd you get the map? It's called Zeros World Map. It's a great mod. Very, very good mod. Look at my copper farm. Isn't it so nice? I need to do something about that. Just answer that question a million times. Yeah, but some people come to streams and they're new. They might not be around here all the time, and that's okay. Part of being a streamer is you have to be willing to repeat yourself a million times over. That's just how it do.
Keep it real.
Is there a project that you want to do but at the moment you feel like it would be too time consuming but you would love to do?
I've mentioned it a few times, but I want to make like a Mariana Trench style build at some point in my life. And that just, like, I love the idea of it. Like, I think that's a great creative project. Oh, I never knew you couldn't instant mine slabs. Stone slabs. Like, yeah, I think that's a lovely, lovely creative project. I don't think that's something I'm ever going to attempt in survival. Well, down the pit we go. You know what? That sounds like a great point right here. Let's, this can be where we go down a level. What do you think of the upcoming Minecraft movie? I'm excited to see it. I don't know. If you're looking for like a hot, spicy takes about me hating it, you won't hear them here. I think it's cool. I think what they've done is cool. I think they've done a good job of being able to turn a game like Minecraft into something live action. I'm interested by it. I think it's going to be a really cool movie to watch when it comes out. Is it going to be a little wacky and weird? Sure, yeah. But, I mean, Minecraft is wacky and weird. I don't really get a whole lot of the hate that the Minecraft movie's been getting from people. I don't agree with a massive amount of what people have been saying. It's going to be a lot of blocks. Ain't it? I don't know why I put stone slabs in there. I can just go in here, I guess. But, yeah. No, I think the Minecraft movie is going to be cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Keep it real.
Should name the Dwarven city Through. Similar vibe as Path and little nod to Lord of the Rings.
Oh, through the mountain? I was like, through? What town in Lord of the Rings has something with through in it? It's not a bad idea. I feel like Tough Hall is going to be the one that takes it. Kind of. I'm feeling like that's the vibe we're at. Okay, we're taking this block down here. And then we'll just keep carving out the ceiling. It's just going to be a big box for now. When I come back in and actually shape it out, we'll bring the ceiling in and round things off and make it look much more natural. Are you still planning the village and the cave under the farming area that you talked about previously? Oh, not actively planning it, but it's still in the back of my mind of a project to do. I have it written down on my project list, but it's not something that I'm actively going to be like, okay, we're doing this. The Fall of Dwarves. We could have a tavern. We could have a tavern in the area that's something like just passing through. That could be a vibe. Deep Hall. I feel like that implies that they're underground, and they're not. Whereas Tough is just kind of because that's the main building block they're using here, you know? Okay, so we'd go there, and then let's probably send it like here. The only annoying part is because I can't really super slope it with slabs because I want to bring a minecart through. So, Gobland Part 2. No, this is just gonna be a mine. It's gonna be a big one though. It's gonna be cool. Let's get this line in. And we just need to dig all the rest of this out. Dwarven Mine. Yeah. Gobland could make a return one day, but I don't know. I do love the Goblin build style. Like that, I think that style I made was super fun, and I feel like my current building skills, I could make it even more wacky, and that sounds really, really cool. Because I really loved how it turned out, but I think it could have been even wackier. The dig master. I'm trying. Have you had enough mining with the river? Now doing this, but this is a different project. What are we at now? 2.727. Yeah. 1.8 million on the stone. That's new. Don't tease us like that. Okay, we're also gonna have to figure out how to get fire in here for like the braziers, if I'm still saying that right or not, because if you can't really see them because they're outside of render distance, but you can see right up there we have big fire pits. We also have some up there, and we have some right there, and that's how I'm using light throughout here. I'm not really using torches or whatchamacallits too much. Like lanterns, I'm trying to really use fire and like fire pits and things. Yeah, I'm not really using I'm trying to not use lanterns and torches that much. Like it's mostly candles and fire pits throughout, at least for the exterior. But I was thinking in here we could potentially open it so we have like a small hole in the middle that they dug as like a light shaft. Rings of power coming in clutch. The mines, they had some light shafts of how they were able to keep everything moving and grooving. So we could take a play out of their book and put like a big light shaft up at the top. I think that would look cool. I feel like if we could have like a directional light, like you'd walk in and there's just light right over there and it coming down that way. Oh, it'd be so cool. Let's not center it. Yeah, let's not center it. So yeah, that could work. The idea here is gonna be that we're gonna be, so this is kind of that front. Let me show you all the drawing again. My beautiful art. So what we've done here is we've created to this point. Like we've dug to here. So now we need to start focusing on creating like this massive chamber. And then down here, these will all just be little offshoots that they're like actively digging. So the top is going to be very like open stuff. So yeah, this is connected to the Dwarven City in terms that the Dwarven City is going to be, that's the wrong key. Like this whole area is going to be filling the Dwarven City, and our mine is coming in right here. If you're meaning in terms of like the Dwarven town that's under this mountain, no, they're too far away. Your art is the best of all the art. Thank you. I'm a master artist. But there has been talks of having a tram similar to like more WoW inspiration, the Deep Run tram, of having something like that coming over here. Okay, so I think like we come through here and this is like a probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then maybe it's like a 6 there, comes back in this way. And then this is going to kind of go off this way. This is where the minecart's going to travel. We'll be sloping and changing up the heights of everything in the final copy. I think I want to just like dig it all out flat for now. I think that might be the best idea. We'll just loosely in the brain keep track of like the shape that we're creating. And then we'll figure out like how in-depth everything's going to be. Because we're going to need to dig it all up and it'd be easier to dig the top and then come down. Yeah, let's do that. We're just gonna work on making a giant pit for now. When you said tram, I don't know why, but my first thought was Gringotts Harry Potter. I don't want to do Gringotts. If you mean like the bank, there's just, I feel like there's a lot of negative connotations filled with Harry Potter's representation of goblins that I don't know. I appreciate the stories that are told in the Harry Potter universe, but I try to not draw too much inspiration from them because they're, unfortunately, a lot of them are rooted in really negative things. So, and I know for me, for an example, when I was building Gobland and getting all of that started, I got so much hate from people for just the fact that I picked goblins as a thing to represent because of the Harry Potter series being so famous and being kind of a hotter topic at the time of people talking about where a lot of things were, inspiration was drawn from for creating things, and a lot of it was really negative stereotypes. Are we about to find the beacon beam? Oh, we are. Okay. So, off of that, I I don't know. I'm not a massive Harry Potter fan anyways. So, I figured it's easier just to ignore it and not take any inspiration off of it. But yeah, I had to go a very long way and make a lot of effort to fight a lot of people. Not even fight. Fight's not the right word, but convince a lot of people on the internet that there's other ways to have fantasy races exist outside of what one person has come up with. Like, fantasy races in a lot of storytelling and things have evolved a lot beyond the stereotypes that they're built off of it to begin with. Alright, I'm gonna go change. Nah, we can keep it for now. Okay, big dig time. Bottles drove him into permanent dig mode. Yeah, just the water bottle sound. I was just like, I can't stop digging now. Cool. Get in there. I feel like this is big enough, like, width here. So if we were to take like that starts going down this way. Like, this is like a raised platform here that'll then start going down, like stepping down. And this comes over this way. It's gonna have kind of like an abrupt edge to the stone and then like a wooden structure, or I don't know, something with like a ramp that the minecart can take down on that side. Sorry I'm late. What's up today? We are working on digging out a mine that's going to be an amber mine, as I'm re-theorizing how resin is obtained in Minecraft. Well, I guess it's a resin mine, but I'm taking inspiration off of amber as like a crystal in terms of that. So we're building a custom mine to where there's, at the end of it, I've built a resin farm. So the resin farm is basically, I'm decorating a redstone farm. The whole purpose of this project is I'm decorating a redstone farm. And so we're in the middle of that right now. I think I want to actually take this over another too. and then round it, coming back in a little. Torchlight highlighting the granite looks so cool. Oh yeah, over there. Yeah. I really want to play with lighting in here. My plan is to use a lot of spawn proofing of slabs and things in corners so that it's really moody. Like, I don't want this whole mine just to be lit. Like, I want it to be very, very moody. You haven't found a way to auto farm resin, have you? I have. I followed a tutorial by Razeworks. He has a lovely resin farm tutorial that results in this mess of a machine down here. The hardest part about it, the farm, honestly, super easy to build. It took me an hour and a half yesterday, and I was set aside the entire day to design the farm. So what that meant is I had a lot of extra time to play Civ. But anyways, you know, Civ aside, yeah, it's a really good farm. It works out super well. And the only problem is you can only use it at nighttime. So it's kind of a pain in the butt for that realm, but okay. Yeah, so then we'd start sloping down here. So I think I'm gonna take this forward like, because I want this to be like a walkway to get down. Maybe we'll turn it into like I kind of want it to be like sloping down to the bottom of the next area, which will be 3 to 5 blocks down, I think. We're gonna see what makes sense size-wise once we get into like clearing out everything. Will you be doing a Civ stream at any point? How's tomorrow morning sound? Yeah, I couldn't do it yesterday because but yeah, probably normal stream time tomorrow will be, I'm gonna turn on just on Twitch. So if you follow on YouTube and you watch YouTube streams so you don't watch Twitch ones, I don't like to stream non-Minecraft games on YouTube as it just doesn't do very well on my channel, and it can unfortunately hurt my other videos from performing well. So if you'd like to see more variety gaming, make sure to drop a follow over on the Twitch side. But yeah, I would absolutely love, because I'm really enjoying Civ 7 right now. There's a lot of new stuff to learn. So if you're a Civ player and you've been reading the reviews and you're waiting for like the full release to come on Monday, take them with a grain of salt. The game is so different. It plays incredibly different to the old ones. And as somebody who has well over 1,500 hours in Civ, I think this is going through the same course of Civ 6, where Civ 6 came out and everybody was like, oh my god, this is terrible. Civ 5 is so much better. And then 6 months later, oh my god, Civ 6 is the best Civ game they've ever done. This is, oh my god. So I heard, I think Potato McWhiskey is the content creator. I heard him say it, and he was like, he said, Civ 7 is a good game to buy into now. If you basically treat it as like an early access, like every other Civ game when they release, like, it's going to be an amazing game in like 6-7 months. He's like, it's a good game now, it's going to be an amazing game in 6 or 7 months. And I was like, yeah, that's fair. That's a fair way to think about it. And I would say the same thing. But yeah, so I really want to stream it tomorrow. I really would love to build Civ into like a consistent streaming thing. So drop the Twitch follows if you haven't and you want to see some more variety gaming things. I think just like casual weekend morning streams for a bit could be really fun, as long as I got the free time. You still have to hit the creakings yourself? You do, yes. You plan on continuing Hardcore Island? Jerry, I'm hoping to, is what my biggest thing. I have this video planned, I have one more after it planned, and then I want to get back into Hardcore Island and then start doing a few more in there. I was experimenting with for a while doing these talking episodes, these talkie videos of like the keep your Minecraft world fresh one that I just did a while ago. I wanted to see how those would work, and they kind of filled the space of Hardcore Island, but I'm bringing Hardcore Island back. Toxic Muffin, thank you so much for the prime, appreciate that. Okay, let's take this over here. We're gonna just kind of stick it out as if they're like have like a little area that they're harvesting over on this edge. I'm gonna kind of be bending it over here. I think we want to take it back. Probably. I'm just worried about how far the beacon range is going to go, but I guess we're not too terribly far from it. Yeah, we'll take it back to here for now. We'll shape more as basically what I'm going to do is create a schematic of this entire place that we dig out, and then I'm going to take that and paste it into the creative copy of this world and overwrite the terrain so it all looks empty, and then I can just work on it in creative and figure out what it's all going to look like on the inside. I think dogs will attack the creaking. Oh, I don't know. I haven't tried that. The problem is that it's based around a 5-second thing. So sorry, I'm gonna get a little clip of, I guess we can finish digging this out because I started it, and then we'll get a clip of walking in. But yeah, so creaking will spawn resin about every 5 seconds is the current thing, and that is just purely in the realm of how long it takes for the creaking to they send their little blah 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 thing out, and then it comes back and blah 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 blah. They send the little white blah 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 back to the heart, and then the heart sends the little orange ones blah 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 back over to them, and that takes about 5 seconds. And it in that 5-second interval is how the resin spawns, but hitting them in between that time does nothing. So I think there's a little bit of like magical sciencey stuff off of that, because you have to time your farms around that cycle to make them efficient. So I wonder if using wolves would make the cycle not efficient, because you can still do it. Like on the farm I have, it uses water to flush the resin off. But if you were to spawn resin while the log is covered by water, I don't think the resin doesn't spawn. Like, just nothing would happen then. It would say no valid space, can't spawn anything. So I think that by using players, you can get, I guess it's fully AFKable if you're using a wolf, but I'm not sure. I haven't tried it. Is flashback better than replay mod? 100%. Flashback is a million times better than replay mod. There's so much more functionality to it. It's so much easier to work with. If you have any video editing experience or After Effects experience, flashback, the UI for it is just like, as long as flashback is updated, I probably am never gonna be downloading replay mod again, unless replay mod were to come out and just do some insane update that made them so worth it. But oh my god, replay mod was a necessary evil because there was no alternative. Now there's an alternative, and flashback is so much better. And the best part about flashback is they're actively developing features. Replay mod has been purely in a maintenance mode since like 1.17 or 1.18. They haven't added any features. They've only bug fixed, and even at that, they haven't fixed many bugs. Like, huge thank you to, was it Crush Pixel made replay mod? Like, they made so many things possible for so many content creators and just opened the doors to that stuff. But replay mod walked so flashback could run. That's the easiest way to talk about it. Is like they served their purpose. They were there. They got so many content creators and allowed Minecraft content to upgrade to the next level. But yeah, it's yeah. No, I have zero intention to go back to replay mod. I feel like this all being like I kind of want to do like tough a lot for like the shaping of it, similar block palette to what we have over there, for a lot of like the structural elements in here. So we probably are gonna have to go with stone, just for simplicity's sake. We never tried andesite with the resin on it. We could look into that. I don't know. We'll check that out later. Just discovered you about a week ago. I'm currently working my way through your Forever World playlist. Really enjoying your content. Great work, dude. Hey, Guardian Knight, thanks for giving it a shot. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Yeah, this is where we are at so far with digging out our mine. This is gonna be a big space, but it's gonna be cool. This is gonna be really, really cool. Last time we were digging a humongous river, and now we're digging a mine. You love to torture yourself. Huh. Nah, I'm kind of vibing. This is a much smaller project. Like, this is probably... I'm thinking... I think I do want to send that hole through the top. I'm thinking we could go... That's going to be really tall, though. That's going to be a really long shaft coming down into there. Maybe we don't. I don't know. I feel like I don't want the ceiling to be maybe like 5 or 6 blocks taller than this, but that would just be like a shoom. That'd be like 30 blocks just to get a little sunlight coming down. But alternative is that's a great way to have a sensor, simply put, when we're going through the mine to know if creaking spawnable or not. But I do want to terraform on top of it. Make it a crack? Yeah. You make us caved in a bit from the top to take out some of the height? Yeah. Is this your forever world? Yeah. Day 9029. Little ravine for sunlight. Yeah, we could look into doing that. Yeah, Guardian, if you're just starting the series from, because we've been getting this world for almost 3.5 years now, so if you're just starting the series, we're probably super spoiler mode, but definitely super spoiler mode. But yeah, this is the same world, same hardcore world that started in 1.18. Build a sinkhole. Well, I want to do some big custom rocks, so a little inspiration, I guess, is where did I put it? Where did I put them? I can open up the screenshot folder. Let me pull up some screenshots that I took in WoW that I can show y'all. Call of Duty free trial. Oh boy, that's exactly what I want to do. I love Call it. No, I don't. I don't want to play Call of Duty. Retail screenshots. Where did I move them? Oh no, yeah, they're right here. Okay. Close all that. Close all that. Bam, bam. Here. This is kind of an idea that I had for the mine. I love this like entrance thing that they have in here. Why can I not zoom in? Why can't I zoom in? Hello? Are we dying? I don't know. But yeah, so I love this type of mine entrance or even something like that maybe. And then like these little towers, I want to have a few of those out front. But then I love this like giant rock that they have, like this really cool rock with all these trees around it. I'm kind of thinking something like that out in front. But yeah, so we'll see where we can land on that. Hello, darkness. But yeah, maybe we do it. We'll try the sinkhole. We'll try the sinkhole. Let's do it. Why not? Gotta be careful then. I'm gonna see spoilers. Yeah, it's there's a lot. If you want to just have something to throw on in the background, there are movie videos for the first 4,000 days, which I can't remember how many episodes that goes through, but or there's just the big playlist. You can send them all at once. Kazelgar is so good. Yeah, WoW did such a good job at the new dwarf zones. I just love the idea of the moody lighting in here, like having some parts of the mine that are like super dark but are spawn proof because we're gonna slap it all and everything. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Maybe a little glowing resin in the background with some glow light can hit in. Yeah, not a whole lot of spoilers in this part of the world. This is a relatively new part of the world, and we only have one build out here. So what Y level are we at? 86. Yeah, let's. I do like being able to fly out of here. I like the idea. Where do we want to put this? Yeah, that's from World of Warcraft. I'm thinking like right back in here. Make sure this is over our mine. Okay, yeah, we're good. And we can send We're just gonna dig a rough shape for now, but maybe we have it be something like, we'll just take this straight down, but we can have something like this. So it's not, and then we'll maybe even shrink it a little, just a touch, as it comes down. Because what are we at? 114. Yeah, we have like 25 blocks to go. Erebor inspired build would be cool. What was the Dwarven Hall in Rings of Power? I feel like Erebor is not my favorite. Like, it has a cool entrance to it, but there's not a whole lot of stuff that you can see inside of it. But the way I really loved how much of the scenery they showed in the Dwarven one from Rings of Power. Like how much is just like the market. Khazad-dûm, yeah, thank you. Like, I love those little shots where they're just walking around in the market, just like chatting with the other dwarves, buying things, doing their little grocery runs, and then they're talking about whatever. Those are cool. Those are cool clips. I know the show didn't get the best reviews because it's got some quirks, but I will say just like the scenery that they created, oh my lord, that is just such a cool representation of Middle Earth. I don't care how big of a Lord of the Rings like super fan and hating on it for not being fully accurate or anything, you can't deny how cool the world was. Those cinematic shots that they had over any of the cities or civilizations or even the landscapes, oh my god, that the art team carried that show so hard. Are you gonna set up a villager trading here? Yeah, my plan is to do a massive cleric villager trading hall out here. I want to do a massive cleric villager trading hall, one because we can buy redstone from them, and two because we can sell rotten flesh to the villagers. So I have a ton of rotten flesh in this world. Not so much, honestly, anymore. I'm not using many of the farms that generate rotten flesh. So we might also do like an iron trading hall, like, because we could put a bunch of not stonemasons, toolsmiths, because toolsmiths are the ones that always have the iron trade, right? Or is it armor smiths? I can't remember. But I thought it'd be cool to have like a forging area or something like that. So we'll see. What are we at? 96. We're gonna get down to 89 and then we'll figure out how to reconnect back over to
Nice
our...
to meet you.
I'll have to make sure to come back up here and really break up these walls and slab everything out. What are we at? 92. Okay. But we'll do that later. Villy, thank you so much for becoming a member. Appreciate that. And Guardian Knight, thank you so much for becoming a member, my dude. Appreciate that. I think both. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do both. I need to focus on villagers again soon. My emerald boxes are looking pretty sad. Okay, we just need to go. Ooh. Oh, I counted wrong. Yeah, I think definitely before episode 100, I want to spend some more time with villagers. We need to solve some villager problems in this world. I'm starting to get bogged down on not having emeralds to be able to buy stuff from stonemasons, and I need to find ways to fix that. And I think one of the easiest ways is utilizing the iron farm. The iron farm is just constantly overflowing with blocks of iron. So if we can get a bunch of toolsmiths that we can trade iron for emeralds with. That's going to be huge. Because I don't really want to build another raid farm. I think I've decided that I don't want to do a raid farm.
3 months, yay.
Casanova, yay. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 3 months. And Christian, thank you so much for the 2 months. Lovely to have you both. Both have iron? Okay. I thought there's one that like 100% has iron, and then there's one that has a chance of having iron. Because I think even weaponsmiths can technically trade iron, but it's not like 100% they're always going to have an iron trade. 100, not 1,000. What? Also use the texture back off because grass is not the full green texture. Oh, the side part? No, I fixed it. Well, not fixed it, but I downloaded a mod called Better Grassify that brings the Optifine version of grass functionality into Fabric, which is lovely. So when there's a grass block here diagonally, it brings grass all the way down. If there's not, it goes back to the normal side texture. And that is what I always wanted. Toolsmith is 100% armor is chance. Okay. Use more anvils for railings. I don't really like the look of anvil railings all the time. They look fine on castles, but outside that, they're just too much. My friends, be sure to click the like button on YouTube if you haven't. We got 1,100 people and 830 likes right now. We're gonna go back here. I'm really surprised it's been mob proof so far. But I guess I've just been in the area long enough that nothing's, or I'm not far enough away to the corners where things can spawn yet, I guess. I don't know. We'll see if any mobs come down the sun shaft. Okay, so that kind of comes into here. And then I want to take this and bring it out another 2, and then like a 1, 1, and then probably like a 2. I don't know. We'll shape this out. I'm just gonna kind of clear this like 2-layer here, and then we're just gonna mine it all up. I know it's a ton of extra blocks that probably don't need to be broken, but I think it's easier to do this and then dig down and then worry about shaping and refilling in things. Obviously, I got the stone. We don't need to worry about that. It is nighttime, though. Welcome on back, May. How we doing? Toolsmith 100% armor's chance of not having it. Yeah. I feel like I'd rather have Toolsmiths too, just for the chance of getting like a super pickaxe trade. Because I think you can get a Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 3 pickaxe on a... I don't think it's possible to get like the perfect pickaxe. But it would be... Oh, that's supposed to be filled in here. Yeah, we want to do that. It's going to come back in a bit, and then it's going to hook its way back out. Meowdy, partner. Waits for the flirting to commence. Please. You're just like, somebody start it. Somebody. Please. So much digging. I was hoping that we could do this all within like the single set of pickaxes I had, but that might not be possible. Almost 900 likes. We're getting there. What happened to the Deep Rock Galactic crew? Accidentally posted before typing. Oh, with Mog and Shelby and Sausage. We had a lot of fun playing it for a while. We played it a few times off stream too. It could be kind of fun to bring that back at some point. Mog had talked about doing it for his Dirtathon, but I think he was busy with other things and slipping into mental insanity for streaming for 11 days straight, so. But yeah, it would be fun to come back and do something like that. I do want to find some more games to play with friends on stream. I feel like that's a big thing I miss. Just having random game days. Godlies, welcome on in. I'm assuming that's what the is. Just gotta let the mods do their own thing. They'll be okay. Hey, Beatrice, how we doing? I'm digging it. Yeah, we're doing a lot of digging. Don't forget to drink some water and pet the dogs. Yeah, the dogs are very happy right now. We got like 4 inches of snow yesterday, and Coda and Nova are both like, ah! I had to delete all the games on my laptop to make space for work files. Oh, external hard drive. Ugh. They were actually like, oh, every day there's fresh snow on the ground. Without a doubt, my dogs will just be going bonkers. It could be a dusting, the slightest dusting of snow, and they're gonna be like, ah! Piranha, welcome on in. All good, all good. Weren't you here earlier? I thought you were here at the start of the stream too. Pickaxe durability is low. Yeah, I was waiting for the last little bit of the red to disappear. Cool. This is okay. This is starting to be a big mine. It's okay. We have the rock tool. The rock tool can quickly save us. I was at start, then left when stream started, and I'm back. Huh? Well, good to have you. Yeah, we're only at like 5 shulkers of stone. This is baby. This is a baby dig. My pupper is a golden lab and acts like a husky with the slightest dusting of snow. Yeah, our friends have a golden retriever and he just goes nuts when it starts snowing. Jewel, I don't know. You scared me and made me yawn. That's what happened.
Many greetings.
Jewel, thank you for the 15 gift subs, my dude. Hello. Many greetings, indeed. Okay.
Oh, many greetings.
We're getting there. We just need to sort the back. We'll dig this out, and then we can start sorting the back
greetings.
of it.
Oh, many greetings.
Thank you so much, Jewel. I appreciate it. Hope you all feel greeted.
Oh, many greetings.
The war has begun. It lasted until February 7th of being...
Oh, many greetings.
The competition begins. Jinxie, thank you for the 20 gift subs.
Hello, many greetings.
Jinxie said, no, you can't have it. Not even
Hello,
for a
many
few
greetings.
minutes. Okay,
Hello, many
let's
greetings.
finish this rounding off to here, and I want to start bringing it more back here. And I think we can even have some where they
Hello,
like
many
jut in a
greetings.
single block and then come forward, and then we can jut back in. Jinxie, thank you so much for the biddies.
Hello, many greetings.
The big goose.
Hello, many greetings.
I kind of wish it showed up gigantified in like the stream chat too.
Hello, many greetings. Hello,
Okay,
many
we're gonna go like
greetings.
this here, and then we're gonna dip this back
Hello,
and
many
create a
greetings.
little extra room back here because I think it's just kind of fun to have some extra hidden angles. So I don't want just like have one giant chasm.
Hello, many greetings.
So we'll bring this in over here a little bit more.
Hello, many greetings.
And then this is gonna start just like dipping back.
Hello, many greetings.
And let's see where we connect into.
Hello, many greetings.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hello,
This one
many
is not
greetings.
going to be dug down to the second layer. So we'll take this down like another 5. We'll take this side down another 4 or 5 blocks probably.
Hello, many greetings.
Oh. Okay. Hello, cave.
Hello, many greetings.
I was going to dig it coming back this way a little bit farther, but yeah, we're going to flood it.
Hello, many greetings.
Yeah, I'll just do that for now.
Hello, many greetings.
Hope y'all feel very greeted, by the way.
Hello, many greetings.
Oh, that's not stone. We're gonna drop this back another.
Hello, many greetings.
Something like
Hello,
that.
many greetings.
That's fine. In here. I hope you'll feel greeted. Oh, I think we're on to Jinxies. We're on to Jinxies.
Hello, many
Another
greetings.
digging project. Yeah, we're working on a mine because I needed more stone. I figured I'd need probably 1 million stone in storage before I even start thinking about digging the mountain
Hello,
again.
many
So,
greetings.
or building the mountain. Not digging. We're not. Actually, we do have a mountain to dig, but we're not thinking about that right now.
Hello, many greetings.
I need more coal ore too. I was pretty low. Jewel and Jinxie, thank you
Hello,
both so very
many
much.
greetings.
Jinxie with the 500 biddies too. Hello there.
Hello, many greetings.
Generated cave as second sun shaft. Nah, I don't really think I want to do that.
Hello, many greetings.
Okay, so we need to finish digging that back. Even though it's probably going to be way lower. I'll just do this for now so it's easier to work
Hello,
with.
many greetings.
Who cares? This is gonna be fun to figure out how to do the build in here, though. It is a lot easier to dig out the space than actually to decorate it, though. So we'll see how that all turns out. I think it's gonna be like these walls. I think are gonna be coming in a good few blocks once we. I'm just gonna kind of run the rock tool around the edges to really mess them all up, and then I'll just mask it over with some other stuff. Just the mob proofing is gonna be a pain in the butt. So.
Ka-ching!
Shaping out the top is going to be kind of annoying, but I think that's going to be relatively one of the higher points. Desgatlos, thank you so much for the 10 gift members over on YouTube, my dude. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's really kind of you. Peace and quiet. Hope y'all feel very greeted. Okay. I guess that's taken almost 2 hours to dig out this. Yeah, we were kind of messing around for the first probably 40 minutes of stream today, looking at other things. Dexel, thank you so much for the tier 1, my dude. Appreciate that. Welcome to the community. Spider, please don't pressure people to donate more. Oh, the world map? Yeah. Dude, we've been getting like all the Stardew Valley music today. I'm pretty okay with it. I was hoping to get most of this dug out today, but I guess, you know, in true fWhip fashion, the project's turning a little bit bigger than originally intended. I really was like, oh, this next video is gonna be like a quick one. It'll be a very, very easy, quick little, like in and out, few days project, done. But then I was kind of thinking about it. I was like, well, if I'm building the mine to try and make like an amber mine to, I guess, canonize that resin is not just in like like a thing that grows on a tree in this world, that is actually an ore. I was like, I kind of want to like give it the space it needs. Oh, tell me that. Yeah, it's the life of the content creator, right? It's just, oh, I didn't mean for that to be that big. Oh well, okay, here we go. Let's do it again. It's gonna look so much better if it's just like 10% bigger. Yeah. Burn. Yeah, so the idea behind this mine is that it's going to be a resin mine, but we're going to make it look like amber more so than resin, I guess. Yeah, I think this is our scale for the upper floor of the mine. Now we need to start digging this down to create like the height variations. So I'm gonna finish this, and we can name this T32. So I'm thinking that you come in through the door and then you're instantly gonna go down a block. So you know everything that we just did, we need to take at least down 1 block. Just because I think it'd be kind of cool to like walk in and feel like you're going down and then the ceiling goes up will really bring out that grand feel. We can honestly, maybe over on this side it actually comes back up. Like right there, and then it'll drop off harshly because this is gonna be like a little like barrier point that'll actually get down to the second layer of the mine. And then I want the mine itself to be sitting 4 blocks lower than we are at here. For like the main floor, and then even that's gonna have some more variation to it. So I'm thinking like we go here so that we can slab it. We'll give ourselves a few blocks of space so that we can have like a consistent smooth ramp down. Yeah, so we end with something like right about here, probably. And then, so everything that we got from here is just going to be coming down. So we're going to have like a little railing installed. But I'm going to just chop this off here. And we'll make it look like natural rock, like they just kind of carved it away. But yeah, so the rail's gonna come in here, go over that way, do some whoop-de-whoop, and then go down. Because my goal is that I can sit at the front, get in a minecart, press a button, and then it sends me to the farm. Like that's my goal. What will the 1K like spoiler be? I kind of already did a few spoilers. I haven't really done any more creative planning. I'm very much back in dig mode. In order to get into creative planning mode to start planning out new things, I need to get through this phase so I can know the space that I'm working with. So I don't really have anything other than the fact that I built a resin farm. Yeah, I think this is good. That's enough height. This will probably honestly come down. Honestly, like as we get around this corner here, because like that's kind of like the ramp coming in here. It'd be kind of cool if this even just dropped down a block, another block further there, and then we'll send it out that way. It'll go down, and then I'm thinking I kind of want that like far edge over there that we have to. So it's going to ramp down and then slowly come back up. I think it looks pretty good. I don't know. We're doing it live. Quite literally. Have you guys started perfection yet? No, I kind of just stopped. I need to get back and actually finish the dang thing. I've talked about it a while ago, but I was like, I know exactly what I need to do. I'm on like summer 10 or something right now, and I literally just need to get to fall 1 and I'll be done. I need to catch a salmon, and I need to get 3 hazelnuts from foraging, and that's it. Those are the only cooking recipes I have left, and I'm done. That's literally all I need to do. And I've been just so into other games recently. Now that Civ 7's out, like that's taking a lot of my time. I'm still really loving Heroes of Hammerwatch as like just a quick pick up and play for something for 10 minutes to give myself a little mental break from whatever I'm doing. And then yeah, that's kind of all my gaming time is going into those two right now. I've been also Minecrafting a ton. I've been doing a lot of work things recently. Civ 7 based, yeah. It may. I'm gonna stream it tomorrow. We're streaming tomorrow. I already talked to Sid, and I was like, hey, Saturday morning, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna get the doggies walked, gonna hang out, get a little caffeine in me, and then we're going into chill Civ 7 stream mode for a few hours. So it's already locked in. You don't even have a lot of stuff left. No, I literally have 2 cooking recipes left to make, and I'm done with Stardew Valley Perfection. That's it. That is quite literally all I have. But yeah, so Civ 7 live stream on Twitch tomorrow. Twitch only, no YouTube stream tomorrow. How does it make you feel gaming for work and then doing side gaming? I don't play Minecraft casually anymore, I think is the big thing. And Minecraft is such a different game for me compared to every other game that I play. So I think I would struggle with it a lot more, and probably like I love Minecraft, but I treat Minecraft as an art form. Like Minecraft to me is the same as an artist who spends time drawing. Like there's still a lot of mental satisfaction. There's still a lot of relaxation that comes from working in it and just like feeling like I can use my creative energies. Like I get a lot of satisfaction out of that, but it also it's just a different form. And so for a lot of gaming for me, I tend to go into strategy games. I tend to go into RPGs. I tend to go into those things. So it's definitely a balance that I had to figure out. Because I'm also the type of person who can just log in to play Minecraft and like sit in Minecraft for 12, 14 hours a day and be happy and really enjoy my time doing that for a few weeks. And then after that, I'm like, I'm blah, blah, blah. But I've had to kind of teach myself that that's not healthy. Even if I'm like, oh, I'm getting so much work done though. I'm like, it doesn't matter that I'm getting that much work done. Like what I'm doing is not gonna lead to longevity for me as a content creator. So kind of a little of everything, I guess. So Minecraft isn't really a hobby anymore, but more like work. I think the weird balance that you have to find as a content creator, especially with somebody who gets into content creation for healthy reasons. Like for me, I got into content creation because I wanted to give more time for my hobby, which was building in Minecraft. I wanted to kind of force time into my weekly schedule so that I could continue playing Minecraft and have that creative outlet as something that like mattered a lot to me. And by making sure that I had videos that were coming out consistently, that kind of made it so that I had to keep dedicating some of my time and not letting it slip for other responsibility type things. So yeah, Minecraft and YouTube very much started as a hobby for me, and then I've turned into a job since then. So it's really hard because I still get so much joy out of it. Like it's still so much fun, but you have to find that balance, which is different for every person. Of you can only do something so long before you get burned out. Like there's no way to avoid burnout. Burnout is something that just happens. And there's no perfect strategy to avoid it. And anybody who says there is, I don't believe them. They're just really good at coping with the side effects of it. So yeah, Minecraft for me, it definitely feels like a job, but I still get a lot of the same joy out of it that I get for it being a hobby that I like had when I originally played it, because I can do things in a different way that like me, the artist in me, is still super proud of what I'm building, what I'm making, how my video turns out and all that. Like there's a lot of personal satisfaction that comes from having this as a job. Do you grind for 100% of the games you play? No, not really. I do enjoy grindy games. I like it because I can just turn my brain off and keep going. So I enjoy that aspect of a lot of games. Like I enjoy MMOs a lot. And like RPG games that have grind elements to them, I tend to not really mind. Like it's not having to sink hours into a game isn't like a scare away point for me, really. I don't know why I'm trying to sleep. I guess the sun is going down. Why do I feel like you're a Starbucks barista at one point? I guess you remind me of my English teacher. No, I never have. I've never been a barista. That's never been a job I've had. I worked in the tech world, and growing up, I was a lifeguard and a water polo coach. And I did some other not so glamorous jobs. I think the worst job I ever had was I worked in a commercial carpet company, and I was part of the removal crew. And so we would work weekends and nights, because obviously going into a big office space, you can't really do that during the week when, you know, people are using the office. And then, yeah, my job was to rip up the old carpet so that the installers could come in and install the new carpet. And that was by far the worst job I've ever had. I made good money doing it, but oh my god, it was disgusting. Ugh. Oh, it was terrible. The amount of stuff that came up out of the carpets in office buildings. Terrible. Never again. Do you have a church in Path? No, I don't really tend to build churches. We might have little chapels around, but I'm never doing like something based off of a real world religion. I appreciate your perspective on work-life balance as a CC. Yeah, it's a hard one. And Bars, if you ever have any questions about it, because I know you're getting up there on the YouTube side, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to chat about it. But yeah, it's a balance everybody needs to figure out for themselves that is hard. And you go through stages in your content creation life in general, where your motivation might shift in different ways. Okay, we're just gonna dig this back to hollow out this strip so I can kind of start going off of it from there. I remember someone asked about a ziggurat and papyrus. I feel like something like a ziggurat could be kind of cool, but that's kind of what we did in papyrus back in the day for the temple, or not temple, but like the palace was almost like a ziggurat style. I feel like I'm saying it wrong, but whatever. Anytime I hear it, I can't not think of Warcraft. Just one of the undead ziggurats, whatever the heck they're called. That's the only thing that pops in my brain whenever I hear that word. We got Chapel Rowan. Yep, we do. That is one that we do have. I just keep getting so tripped up by the light levels in here that I'm like, obviously it's nighttime. No, it's daytime. Nighttime, daytime. Still one of the greatest videos on the internet. What's that one? Isn't it like BBC News did like animal impressions, like voiceovers? I think that's who it was. Oh, they're so good. A little gopher. Alan! Oh, that's not Alan. Sorry. You watch F1? I've never really sat down to watch a whole race. I'm interested in it. I just don't really watch a whole lot of live sports. I definitely like try and keep up a little bit with what's going on. One of my buddies who lives in the Seattle area has gotten really into it. So we were literally just talking last night about going over and like doing game day, like race day stuff, and just like hanging out and actually watching them. But they're kind of weird time zones for me, just by being in the US. So like the first one that comes up in Australia is like 2 a.m. or something for us, I think, just time zone differences. So we're just trying to like do one of those of wake up, don't go on the internet, and meet up an hour or two later and then watch it, just the VOD as if it were live. How's Doug? Doug's still in the river. I found him yesterday. I was flying over and I saw him eating a salmon, so he's vibing. Have y'all seen the Jurassic World There's another Jurassic Park movie coming out? I mean, if you need a good dinosaur movie, those usually hit the spot. I thought the last one was a little out there, where they're like living with the dinosaurs, and then they have the containment zone for the super spooky dinosaurs to be thriving within while they research them and everything. And I was like, this is getting a little out there, guys. And then what was it? What was the company doing? They were engineering giant locusts and then selling a fertilizer that the locusts didn't like to eat. So they were making all of the food in the world gone because the locusts would eat all the crops. But then they're like, or you can buy our fertilizer and it'll stop this locust that we're secretly developing. Wasn't that the plot of the last one? And then they had to sneak in to prove that they were actually breeding the locusts. Sorry, spoilers. All these sequels are nuts, but then again, if the cow produces, you gotta milk it. True, yeah. I would love for there to be a new surge in media and games of just new concepts. Like, I don't need...
Nice to meet you.
Like, some of them are good. Like, I have a lot of nostalgia for a lot of series like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, those types of things. Like, I get it. They're great. But I'm also very okay as a consumer letting those be things that I can go back and watch. I don't need Lord of the Rings 52 or Star Wars 37. I just like, I want new stuff. I want new fantasy stories to learn about. I want new things to watch on TV. I don't need another TV show or film set in an existing fantasy world. Like, I hate how much the corporatified film and television to be, yep, we will get the original fan base because this number of people that we can assume just by having Star Wars in the title will purchase and watch this thing, so we're gonna make it Star Wars themed instead of a net new story. And I'm like, can we just get something new? YouTube gives a lot of that. Yeah. From what I gather from this new one, takes place after those ones. Big Dino looks cool yet terrifying. It definitely went through my dinosaur phase as a kid, but I'm not huge on dinosaurs. I mean, they're cool, but yeah. That being said, Natural History Museum in London, when we were there last fall, they had a really cool dinosaur exhibit, and oh, it was so fun to walk there. I'm watching you for your agent and just found your Twitch page. Beast Skittles, welcome in. You're making an amber mine. Yes, we are. We're making a resin mine, but it's gonna look very similar to something like an amber mine would. But I wanted to change it up. I've seen so many people build resin farms and make like giant trees around the resin, or just like put it in something in the Pale Garden and call it, be like, cool, done, did it, resin farm accomplished. And I was like, what could I do that would be unique? Like, what would be different than how everybody else has been doing resin farms? And I just keep coming back to this idea of having a giant mine. And so we're actually going to try and do it. Okay, so the entrance to the next layer is going to be probably like here-ish, is going to start sloping down, because it's going to be kind of carved out under there. Like, this is just going to be something that'll slope down. I really don't want to be building this big of a space for the next hole down, but it might have to be pretty big too, because I'm thinking, like, because I wanted to have a big opening in the middle for you to be able to see from the top into the bottom. We could just not do that and have the bottom. Do we need that open? Because if we do it, okay, so if we do this and we open that up, we have to keep the proportions in mind. Otherwise, if the bottom is not like this, like 15 block tall that we have up here, it's going to feel very, very small. But if we close it in and just kind of make this like a bowl, like they dug out the middle, like we could put like a geode in there. that like, or a big vein that they're like actively digging out and they've dug around to like clear it. So we can not do that in there. And then they also have other caves that they have underneath where they've like been digging around to see what else they can find into. I think that honestly could be better, because then we can give ourselves a little bit of like a bump up here instead of just, and then the light shaft we kind of like hitting the edge of it. I think we might do that. So we'll still keep this in here for like, that's gonna be geode area, but we're not gonna dig it down, because then that will reduce the amount of digging when we get to the lower levels. So let's be honest, we want the big grand when you come in here, and then the lower levels are purely just to get a minecart that needs to go. So it's gonna go kind of minecart there, and then it's gonna like, so just free cam with me for a moment. This is the brain. The drone is going to come in here. The minecart's going to go around this way. It's going to come this way. It's going to go over here, probably around to this corner, swoopy down, come down through here. And then I was thinking like cut off this way, and then it's going to loop and then like come down and meet right into here. So I think like a massive second layer underneath would actually put it too low. So it'd be coming in at level. And then we're at risk of getting within Creaking Heart territory, where then we need to start spawn proofing. So yeah, I think we're not going to do that. We need that. We need the difference in the vertical space. So we're gonna not hollow it out. And we are full on stone. Maybe have a geode be a seed from another world tree that produces resin. That's a thought. I think I missed it, but Alchemist Rain, thanks so much for the 11 months, by the way. If you're still in here, apologies for missing that, but I think I was in thinking mode. Really do appreciate it. And then I'm thinking over here, we'll take this back another 3 blocks on the current layer, and then we'll start working to slope it up. Just like really slowly. 10 blocks back and up 1 or something like that. Maybe 8. Because I don't want it to be up. Ooh, no, we'd probably need to. I don't know. Beast Skittles, thanks so much for the tier 1, my dude. Have we had the 1K spoiler? I don't really have one for y'all today. I do apologize. I don't got one. I haven't planned out any builds. The spoiler is that I'm making a resin mine. This whole stream is a spoiler. For the next video. I was so debating on if I even like did this, but I was like, what else am I gonna do on stream today? Like go work on the landscape, and I'm like, I don't really want to do that. My brain's really full thinking on this. I'm kind of just embracing the idea that I'm trying to embrace the idea, I guess, is that people seeing stuff on stream before it comes out as a video is not a bad thing. I'm really trying to work that into my brain, but it's more difficult than I thought it would be. Oh, Shanae, I'm sorry. I can't control what ads y'all get. I try and keep YouTube ads to a minimum. Like they have like levels of low, medium, or high basically on YouTube ads, and I keep it at low for live streams. So it is the lowest number of ads you can possibly get without just disabling it completely. I'm still fighting with YouTube over it. Like every time I chat with my rep there, I'm like, so any update on the ability to make it so that members don't get ads on live streams? Any update? And they're like, nope, they can buy YouTube Premium. I'm like, no. Like literally one of the biggest incentives to become a sub on Twitch is that you will never get ads again. Why is YouTube not doing that? I don't get it, man. It's so dumb. I will constantly fight for that for y'all. Don't worry. Okay, sir. This is not a skeleton mine. Actually, I don't need any workers right now. I think mod privilege go burr because I haven't had a single ad. Oh, if that's cool if that's the case. Funny enough, that's why I purchased my membership on Twitch. Yeah. No, I don't blame y'all for anybody who's moved over to Twitch because you're like, I don't want ads. But just do it. if you're a member, just, or if you're a sub and you're annoyed by ads and you don't mind Twitch, that's we need to get rid of them. Yeah, ads on YouTube are also like randomly you'll get a ton one day and then the next day you'll get like none. I mean, I have YouTube Premium, so I ain't about that ad life. But do y'all see Netflix is going up in price again in the US? Ugh. It's gonna be like, if you have an added account on your Netflix, it's like 30 something dollars a month right now. Or it's gonna be in like another few weeks, which is, it's just, to me, seems so absurd. It's over $400 a year to have Netflix now. And then its content is worse because now there's Disney Plus, there's Hulu, there's everything. Already back to digging. The digging never stops. I must dig. I must hit 3 million. Actually, how much have we dug today? Yeah, we're at like almost 40,000 for the day. No, 20,000. I was at 28 to begin with. This is gonna get really cool in here once we can figure it out and actually get it all like rocky textured and everything. It's gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be an interesting thing to do. I've never used Axiom, like the viewfinder, or the big view, like the big action view, you know, where you like, why am I blanking on what it's called? The not where you're in this one, the one where you have like all like the things on the sides, whatever the heck that is. I've never used that in like these small spaces, so that'll be an interesting one to try and figure out. My family would cancel if there were only a few shows. Yeah, I feel like I want to move. I'm almost going to move into a way. We get it through our phone plan, which is nice. So like we don't have to pay for it. But like, I know that we also technically, when we got our phone plan, got Disney Plus and Hulu included on it. But then both those websites increased their price. And then they added the ad version, and our phone plan moved us down to being on the ad version, which is just so annoying. And they won't let me upgrade it. And I'm just like, God dang it. Like, just let me pay you an extra $2 to not have ads. But yeah, so like that's super annoying. And I'm very tempted, if like we didn't get it through phone plans, just like re-up and cancel if I want to watch a show on there for the month. Like, don't put it on reoccurring, but if I'm like logging in and being like, ooh, I want to go watch a show this month, and then being like, okay, I'll pay. But I don't watch that much TV. I feel like I don't watch enough TV to warrant it for me, but I know Sid watches a lot more than I do. I did finish Arcane though. I haven't finished that on Wednesday night. I think it's still too soon to talk too much on stream about, because spoilers for people, but I think I liked the ending of Arcane Season 2. I think I liked it. I'm still like stewing over it, but I think I liked it. The second season, I think my big gripe with it is that it felt very just so different. Like there's so many things going on. If you weren't like a big League fan and like knew all the little cameos and things, I think that like they missed a little bit compared to season 1 was so simple. Where in season 2, like there's just a lot of extra stuff that gets involved that is not the easiest to explain to a person new to the League of Legends world. But it was kind of cool to see them like starting to show some of the characters in the show like having their League abilities and like showing more about that final version of them, like their super powerful self that you see in the game. Like that was cool to see. You should check out its Mikey T's in a huge underground dwarven city based on Lord of the Rings Moria. Yeah, I've seen some of Mikey T's videos. They popped up on my feed a while ago. If you want to see somebody who can dig, you can go check them out. I was watching him for a bit, and then I just kind of felt like I wasn't really seeing that much progress. It's just kind of one of those builds that would be like, okay, this would be really cool to see as a world tour, but it's hard to watch so many videos that are just, and we're digging this section out today to then start doing this. So I think they're figuring it out as they go as a creator. Still in that early creator phase. Okay, so this is what I think we're going to be having as our floor, and maybe this from here over, we drop down another. Cool. Kind of thinking we take this, like, I don't know why I'm holding the, we can have this kind of coming back up over here just for like a little variety's sake, so it's not all flat land.
Catching some of this stream, I was helping with girl guides.
Sarah, thank you so much for the 25 months. I really appreciate that. We'll think about this later. I don't want to focus on this right now.
Pleased to meet you.
Hey fWhip, have you played Foundation?
I have, yes. I've been I haven't played it since they had their full release. I have not played it since. Is it worth? Is it good? I've heard a lot of good things about it. I just haven't checked it out yet, but I think I saw Corrales is doing a series on it. But yeah, I backed Civilization, or not Foundation, other Asian. I think back on Kickstarter back in the day. I saw they changed their art style up a bunch, and I feel like I'm gonna miss the little quirky, the goofy art style that they had originally, but maybe it's probably for the better. It seemed like they took it a lot more to be like, what's the other one that are Manor Lords? Seems like they saw the Manor Lords art style and were like, maybe we do go slightly more realistic. What style of Dwarven are you going for? Very inspired by Dornagal from World of Warcraft. Is kind of my big inspiration right now, I guess. Just trying to get a little bit more variation in the floor so we can have some little ups and downs and stuff for the cave. Zaybear, thank you so much for becoming a member, by the way. I appreciate that. I've been addicted to it. Honestly, it's been great. Yeah, I've been watching Corrales' series a little bit on it. It looks really fun. I'm just so hooked on other games right now that I just haven't really given it a chance. But I re-downloaded it, so it's on the list of things I want to play. I always loved it. I really, really loved Foundation when it first came out. I had so much fun working on it, or playing on it, and like designing little cities and everything. I felt like they did such a good job of making it a city builder feel unique. That feels pretty good. The roof obviously is gonna, I think like that section needs to come up a little bit more for the roof, but I'm not too sure what else. I guess I'm full on stone, so there's no point in going back to put stuff away. Pandaren Civilization when? Dude, I've always wanted to build something like the Valley of the Four Winds. I've always wanted to build something along those lines. I thought that'd be such a cool build. Valley of the Four Winds, I still think is one of my favorite zones in the game. We'll fix this up more as we're going later, but I just wanted to get some idea of what it might stretch out to be. Borealis recreation when? Yeah, but the Colterian though? Ugh, Colterian? Ugh. Ew, brother, ew. Oh, they're fine. Pretty new to WoW, playing Anniversary with friends. There's something I love about Aratha Highlands. Or are you talking on retail, the new Arathi people? WoW is just, it is a really good game. Like it's like they've done a very good job at creating it. And it's fun seeing all the different versions out right now, but it's just, yeah. What is World of Warcraft? Is open world? It's an MMO. Yeah, open world MMO, RPG, multiplayer, online. Really, really geared around group content. I think there's a way you can play WoW solo, but a lot of your content as a solo player is going to be about collecting like old pets and mounts as like cosmetic things, and not so much about doing endgame content. They've kind of added a little bit of that in there's a new feature called Delves in the latest expansion that can work for single player stuff, but they only go so far, and they're not really like a forever game loop that they kind of were shouting it out to be. But I also am one of those people that when I play WoW, I'm going hard. I will play hard for 3 weeks, and then I'm ready to log off and not pick it up again for another year. And I am completely okay with that being my WoW experience. Any plans for the top of the skylight, like a build around it so no one falls in? I talked about doing a big rock on top earlier in stream. I don't know if the rock's gonna do it because we're putting in so much more effort down here into the mine. I was not intending for the mine to be this big originally. So I think the rock might be a later addition. We might just fully focus on what's inside the mine. And I'd be okay with that. Because this is turning into something where I feel like I could get a cool screenshot inside the mine here. Yeah, that looks... I mean, we'll fix it up and clean it up more as it's going, but that looks like a good start. And then have this side kind of sloping down a little. And have back there kind of be like its own little archway of natural rock. I think I want it to be mostly natural rock in here, not really in the way of like having supports holding it up. You play games like God of War. I play them when I played God of War, not the newest one. I played the first one that came to PC. Those of like the latest two. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I ended up that was one of just such a funny gaming story of it's so bad. But I'm one of the people when I'm playing video games, I get to a point where I'm like, cool, I've had enough. I'm going to log off. I'm going to come back maybe in a few months and I'll keep playing the game and I'll finish it. Especially with RPGs, especially with things like God of War really hit that mark for me of like, I was like, okay, I've got my God of War experience in. This was awesome. This was great. And I was like, I'll come back later and I'll finish the game and I'll have a great time doing it. And then I came back later and finished the game and logged in and was at the I saved about 10 seconds before the outro cinematic and credits rolled. If you've played the first one, like you go into the area and where you like see like all the hieroglyphics and whatnot on the wall, and it like tells the story about Atreus and all that, and like you see all of that. Yeah, I saved thinking that there was another boss coming up, and I was like, I'll pick up at the next boss. It's fine. I'll just save right here, and I'll just pick up the next boss and go when I get in there. Yeah, I saved right there. And then I walked forward being like, boss fight, let's go. We're finishing the game. And I walk up and I finished the game. I just like walked out of my office and went to talk to Sid. I was just like, so I know I said I was going to go game tonight and go try and finish this. I didn't realize the boss that I beat last week was the last boss of the game. So I finished the game and I don't have another game to play tonight. Like I did it. I finished everything. It's so funny. But see, I can't do that because I come back months later and forget how to do combat at all. That definitely bit me in the butt with Elden Ring, the first point that I just completely restarted. And now I'm kind of I made it much farther on this time playing Elden Ring. I didn't finish it, but I need to get back through and do it. I do want to finish it still. I was having fun with it. I got on my latest playthrough of Elden Ring, I got through the fire giant, and I'd never even gotten close to him before. So I made it really, really far comparatively, and now I just need to actually get through. And I believe like you can trigger. I've kind of looked a little bit into the lore of Elden Ring and like the gameplay route, and I think there's something you can trigger at the fire giant to kind of like spark the end of the game. And I don't know if I'm quite ready for that because I wanted to go see more of all of the zones and everything, and that's just kind of making me stop playing right now, I guess. Thinking about talking about stopping playing and everything. I think we're gonna call it there on the stream today. I'm really happy with how this is coming together. I got the bottom floor to dig out, but I think I want to take a little bit of a break from digging. We've been digging for 2 hours now. So, yeah, we got a lot of stuff in here though. We got a ton of, yeah, 22,000 blocks today. In about 2 hours. 11,000 an hour. Not bad. This is going to be a good size space. And then it's just going to, again, connect down into the resin farm there. But I feel like that's a really good size scale for a mine. God of War Ragnarok, then. It feels like a longer, fully game. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I usually just wait for them to come out on PC, which I think that finally did. Because I don't have a PlayStation. And I really don't like console exclusives. So I try to not support companies that are making console exclusives. I just think it's kind of bleh. I don't need that. Like, especially as a PC gamer, like I prefer a keyboard and mouse. I don't really want to use a controller unless I have to. So yeah, is what it is. Sometimes those console games sometimes the exclusives, I'm like, I know you're eventually gonna bring it on PC. I'll just wait the 2 years, and if I remember to play it then, I'll play it then. Like that kind of happened to me with Horizon Forbidden West. I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. I bought it when it came out on PC and just was fully hooked on the game going through it. And then Forbidden West finally came to PC, and I'm like, I haven't really gotten around to it. But anyways, we're gonna call it there today. And tomorrow morning, my friends, if you want to hang out and play some, or hang out and watch some Civilization 7, it's a brand new strategy game that just came out. I love the Civ series. It's amazing. We'll be back tomorrow, probably around 11 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Pacific, sometime in there. We'll be live on Twitch, just hanging and playing some Civ and checking it out. Brand new game. Concept's totally different than the old ones. I'm having a good time with it so far. We'll start a brand new game as we get into it and try and go through and do all that stuff. Yeah, Mocha flips. I'm a little worried about my free time, but you know, it's a good game, so it's gonna be fun. But anyways, I'm gonna go find somebody to raid. I'm out for now. Catch you all on the flip side. Bye.